Hey guys, Roby here with another Divi engine tutorial for you, and today we are taking a look at how to set custom breakpoints in Divi 5. Now, of course, as you know, Divi 5 is still in public alpha, but they just added this feature to be available in Divi 5, and I know that this has been a big thing for a lot of users to have the ability to go ahead and create custom breakpoints. And yeah, we'll get into a little bit about why that's important and how you might use that. So why don't we go and check out how to do that right now. All right, guys, so here we are on a Divi 5 test website. I'm actually in the process of testing the Divi 5 version of our Divi Ajax filter plugin on this site, but this is just a layout that I imported, that I generated in Divi 4 actually, and you might notice a few weird things. This is not really related to this video, but you'll see here that the stylings of the buttons and layouts and stuff did not pull in fully styled. So they're still working on those things for Divi 5. That's probably why that feature to import the pre-made layouts is not available yet. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so custom breakpoints. Why do you maybe want to use them, and what are they useful for? So custom breakpoints are going to be very useful for you for modern displays, especially because now we've got things like ultra wide monitors and, flip phones, split screens, all sorts of devices like that, where you might want to have a little bit of control over how the websites that you build are displayed. And that's what this is going to do for you. It's actually really simple to utilize this or put it into action. I'm here already, as I said, on my layout, and here we've got the different breakpoints. Now, when you click on the various devices, it'll go ahead and tell you exactly where that breakpoint lies. And it's as simple as that. So we've got phone, tablet, and desktop. Okay, so now if you want to go ahead and change a breakpoint, that's super simple. Now, this has got the max in there, so I can go ahead and make it, let's say 1500, and it will dynamically change that for you to show that breakpoint. But I'm going to reset that, and that's super easy to do by just clicking that reset button right there. And here is where the magic lies. So it's got this more section, and now you get the site-wide responsive breakpoints. And here are all the presets in here that you can go ahead and work with. Now you can just enable widescreen or even ultra wide, and then you can go ahead and define what that looks like. So you can go ahead and just make that 1100 by 80 is going to be the breakpoint for that. We'll update, and now you'll see that we've got this extra breakpoint right there. So it's that simple to go ahead and add different breakpoints. You can also switch them off. So if you don't want a breakpoint for, let's say, anything, and just you only want the desktop view, then you can go ahead and do that. That just means that your site won't scale as you shrink the screen. As you can see here, it just goes all the way small and then all the way back if you just pull it back right there. So it's an easy way for things like, let's say you want a hamburger menu to always be displayed and stuff like that. That's where you can go ahead and play with these breakpoints to go ahead and do that. Now, what I also wanted to point out is that you can go ahead and set the landscape mode breakpoint for a mobile device, because a lot of people are now browsing their phones in landscape mode. Depending, maybe you have a video platform that you're building out or something like that, a video heavy website, or maybe you have a photography site and it looks best that way, then you can go ahead and create that breakpoint for yourself. So guys, that's pretty much it. I just quickly also would like to go in, and you can see how this layout completely broke, by the way. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but these breakpoints have completely destroyed what my page looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and activate these other breakpoints again. I'm going to save, I'm going to update. Let's refresh the page. Maybe it brings the content back. Yeah, it did. It's really weird. Divi 5 is obviously still in beta, so you're going to run into stuff like this. But what I wanted to show you here is, if I go into settings here for this text block, you're going to access the breakpoint data just as you previously would. So maybe if you're for the heading sizes. Now, what I really wanted to show you here is how you implement styles for the different breakpoints. Now, if you remember in Divi 4, when you go to the design tab and let's say I wanted to change the size of the text based on the device that I'm looking at it or using the site on, you would have a little mobile device there to open up the breakpoint settings. But in Divi 5, this is different, and I think personally easier. Just go and let's say on phone mode, you can go ahead now, and it says 68. I can just make it 24 instead. And then when I come back to desktop, it retains that sizing. So I think this is a much easier and more logical way of working with the different sizes that you want things to be on different devices. I think Divi 5 is really working towards streamlining how you build websites with a unified interface. And I'm pretty stoked so far. In my testing with Divi Ajax filter, it is working like a dream, and it is fast, blazing fast. So I am super stoked to get ready to put Divi Ajax filter Divi 5 version in your hands, because you're going to see a huge improvement there. But anyway, guys, so this has been taking a walk through the custom breakpoint settings in Divi 5. It's an exciting change. It's a great addition, and it's going to change the way that you build sites. So if you like the video, subscribe, like, comment. This is what keeps us going. And if you haven't checked out any of the Divi Engine plugins, definitely go check it out. There'll be a link in the description of this video. And that's going to be it from me. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you in the next video real soon. Bye for now.